What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, we're going to look a bit back and see what I've been up to the last week. Kind of like a progress video on Wrath of the Lich King Classic. And we're also going to take a look at my mailbox, obviously, to see how much gold I've made since the release of the game. And I'm getting a lot of questions on how I leveled, how much time I spent, and all of that. So we're going to look in that, and then we're also going to look at my main tune. So as most of you guys know, I leveled a warrior this time around, and a lot of people seem to think that's just because it's the best class for gold making. And that's definitely not the case. Protection War can do a lot of cool stuff that other classes can as well, like Protection Paladins and Blood DKs and so on. But I chose to go a warrior because I've never played one. I've never mained one in any other expansion. And the obvious choice would be to go for a druid, because I played a druid, well, ever since TBC. But I've already been there, done that. So I wanted to do something different. And since we have a pretty nice sized guild on my realm with only viewers on YouTube and Twitch, I wanted to be the main tank of that guild. So that's why I decided to go with a war. The leveling, I dual leveled with Noki, a viewer of mine, and we went from 70 to 80 purely by questing in like roughly 32 hours. So it was fairly fast, just questing through it. So I'm super happy with that. And we're going to take a look at the mailbox, and then we'll come back a bit more to my tune. But I sold 1,103 items-ish, right? I'm currently, before cleaning out, sitting at like roughly 76,000 gold. I had like 86 or 87,000 gold at some point, but I've loaned some gold away to guildies, and then I've also spent gold on gems, enchants. I had to buy epic flying and 2x cold weather flying for my alt team. So there's been some spending gold, but like sitting at 76,000 gold before cleaning out the auction, I was like, I'm going to be fine for the expansion. It's not like I need more gold. I just think it's fun to farm gold. And before we clean out the mailbox, it had to be said that I've just been enjoying playing the game, right? Like if this was on retail, I would get to max level, and then I would just go ham and gold farm for 16 hours straight, like easily. It's way different this time around. I've spent a lot of time making videos, like testing out different spots, so there's multiple videos coming out soon, so make sure you are subscribed to that. But besides from that, after hitting level 80, I've been doing every single heroic every single day, so-called heroic world tours, and I've been finishing off all the quests and so on, and now I've barely started to level up my alt team to make multiple tunes ready for raiding. So I never went like ham and did like a 10-hour session of mining and herbalism like I should have. Like a lot of people in my guild did so, and they made like 15,000 gold a day, right? But I just want to have fun with the game before Dragonflight comes out. So I've just been doing a little bit of everything. So now we're going to take a look at the mailbox. I cleaned out the gold from the bank tune, just so we can see how much I totaled. And before we click open mail, massive thank you to everyone that has purchased the complete gold guide for Wrath of Lich King Classic. The support has been insane, feedback as well. Really do appreciate that. So if you haven't already, you can still use code Wrath of the Lich King for 50% off. Now that's going to be linked down below in the description, but also the pinned comment. So we're going to do these cleanouts like we usually do them in retail. If there's anything worth mentioning, we'll mention it, right? But like I put everything up on the auction house. There's a bunch of stuff that's not really worth mentioning. This is kind of worth mentioning. Siren's Tear. It was the second video that I uploaded in Wrath of Lich King, how you can combine the XP grinding with gold making. And I make like roughly 1,000 gold an hour doing this farm. But the XP isn't good though. Like by no means. It will take you like 6 hours to get one level briefly, like maybe even more. But the gold is good. So instead of doing it on my level 80, I might as well just get some XP in my alt. So I've been doing that for a little bit. Sold some Siren Tear. And you can see I also got some North Sea Pearls. You're going to see a lot of this Saronite bar. There's a good chunk of that coming down. Some herbs as well. Cobalt. Anything mining and herbalism. And you'll also see a lot of Eternal sales, because I've also definitely around with a lot of different eternal farms. Adder tongue, herbs, 5,600 gold on the first clean out. So let's get that out. If ever clean out can be as good as that one, that would be great. But it won't be. I also saved every single consumable that I got out of the boxes while leveling, so that's in my bank. I can show that later on. But let's see. It's soon gonna stop. And we can do the rest of the... Wait, now it isn't stopping. Let's see. Cobalt bar again. Clean out a bunch of those. Eternal life from herbalism, which is more herbs. Titan steel bar. I've been crafting that religiously on cooldown. Let me just clean out that one. And then it's gonna refresh. We can take a look again. Reload is probably faster in this. The next auctions wasn't as good. 3,400 on the next 100 auctions. I'm not sure if there's anything worth mentioning here. Titan Steel, Eternals, Herbalism, Mining. It's pretty much the same, but I do have some interesting stuff coming up later on. Yeah, even more Eternals. So pretty much the same stuff. Cleaning out those 100 too. And we're getting a decent amount already. That should bring us above 10k. We still got a lot of auctions left though. But that's good to see. I went fairly hard. I did a bunch of like 3-hour sessions with herbalism and mining. And mainly just so I could make YouTube videos and get like a good average on the different routes and the different zones. Next 100 auctions, 4,400 almost. And it's more Eternals, herbs, or shit. There's some lost ones. Some cobalt right here. Some gems that you obviously get from mining. Yeah. You can see now, like, the price is going to go up and up and up because you're cleaning out the last sold auctions first. And as you can see, the first like set of 20 Saturday bars was 100 gold. But here they're 152. But 4,400 almost on that one. Pretty sweet. Which means how much gold do I have in total? Right above 90 so far. Yeah, now we're down to like 16 on this tune. Okay, and then we'll reload again. I know some of these per 100 auctions are going to be big, because I sold some bigger items. 6,768 on the next one. And there you go, that's the lower end. But the armor-plated combat shotgun, I sold this one for 1,900 gold this time around, which is okay, because at the time the mats were a total of like 650, 700 gold for that one. So Titan Steel bar for way more over here. There we go, Saronite bar, 161 that time. But it was nice. I don't have the professions to craft it myself, but I farmed every single material myself, included the frozen orbs, and I just got a Noki guildie of mine to craft it for me. So it was nice, but like after selling that one, it went from having like 3 people to compete with to 11 or 12 people that was just constantly doing undercuts. And since I'm not in the need of the gold, I can't be arsed to sit the auction house and scan for undercuts either. Next 100 auctions, 2008, a bit lower. And pretty much just Eternals, mining, herbalism, some Frostweave cloth here, because I've tested a lot of different raw gold farms in Wrath of the Lich King, and they tend to give you a lot of cloth as well. Let's see, how much do we have? Now we broke 100k, at least. That's pretty sweet. And we have cleaned out 25,500 so far. Let's reload and go again. Next auctions, 4,000 gold. Frostweave cloth again, more Eternals, a lot of Eternals, a lot of Titanium, a lot of Saronite, Eternals, sold some relics right here. A lot of the farms are obviously going to be raw gold, cloth, relic of Ulduar. There's a lot of cool spots. I've just mainly uploaded videos so far that have been focused on gathering, because gathering, like, it's very hard to beat the gold per hour by grinding. So right now, though, that's kind of shifted, and we're going to focus more on just farms that involves you actually killing stuff for a change. But so far, we've cleaned out 29,600. 4,000 gold in the next clean out. More relics, more Eternals. A lot of Eternals. Saronite again. Some Gold Clover. Eternals again. Super boring stuff. Let's get it out of the way. And that should bring us to over 110k. I'm not really going for gold cap or anything. Like, I'm just trying to have fun. As I said, before Dragonflight comes out. So I'll have a bunch of fun testing out gold farms, doing different gold farms, make videos on him, obviously, and then raid with the community. That's going to be lots of fun. Now, this is a good clean out, 7,600, and I'm pretty sure I know why. There you go. Armor-plated combat shotgun, 4,000 gold. Which is, again, it costed me the same as the last one, like roughly 600-700 gold. But this time, 4k. I was the only guy on the realm that had one on the auction house, so I could charge whatever I felt like. I felt like 4k was very high, but still, there was a chance that someone would be willing to pay that. 7.6k clean out, though, that's really good. And that should bump us up to over 40,000 gold cleaned out. Yep, easily. Over 41k, actually. And now we have 250 auctions left. 5,000 gold on this one. Not bad. You can see Titan Steel. This was like very early after hitting 80. Titan Steel bar selling for 700 gold each. Stained glass shard ring. I think that's just a random 80p weed that we got running heroics. Titanium bars, Saronite, more gems, more Eternals. This Titan Steel wasn't the best sale. Yeah, I was way too fast on that one. But 5k cleaned out from those 100 auctions too. And we still got more to go. So that's nice. That should bring us to over 120k in total. So way more than halfway to gold cap. Which is, by the way, 214,000 gold. Not that much. It's relatively easy to get gold cap right now in Wrath of Lich King, in my opinion. As you will be required to spend a lot of time. But it's relatively easy. Almost 4,000 gold in the next clean out. And wild guess is going to be the same stuff, isn't it? Yep, but look at this. Frozen Orb, 152 gold. Frozen Orb, 152 gold. Those were the days. Very few people had Frozen Orbs available, because everyone that did heroics at that time, which was very few, they saved them and used them themselves. I think I have an even higher sale of Frozen Orb, actually. Probably going to be on this next clean out. That we'll see. But that should bring us to over 50,000 gold clean out and 125k, 126k in total. Now there's only 51 auctions left, though. Well, 2,500 gold. Not bad. Not bad. And Cobalt. Take a look. I sold the ore this time of Cobalt, because that was more gold than selling the bar. And just like these, Dark Jade, Sun Crystal selling for way above 10 gold each. Like, prices were wild. Some items was bad, like Scarlet Ruby at 70 gold is a bad sale, but prices were all over the place. Regardless, cleaning out those 2,500, and we can see that since the release of Wrath of the Lich King, not including like the 6k gold I got questing or any of that, just from sales, 52,856 gold. So roughly 60,000 gold made since release, not spending too many hours at it, right? And then, as most people have, probably, I've saved like all of the consumables, all the flasks and everything. This is not even all of it. Is saved on my bank tunes, because prices were just like pretty much on vendor price, and I definitely think they're going to go up once people are done leveling their tunes and raids are out. Now, as soon as my my warrior goes, right now he's pretty much good to go, and he has been for like 2 days, because I've bought every single item that I can buy from the Emblem of Heroism. I've even bought 2 heirloom items for my alts, and I have like pretty much full pre-raid bis on the war. Like, he's pretty buff. I got my sword and my shield the same day, actually, after running it for 5 days without getting anything. So he's pretty much set at just doing the daily heroics for the Emblem of Valor, just waiting for the raids to come out. And that's why I've started to level some of my alts now, finally. So I'm going to spend a lot of gold on the alts. As I said, I don't really try to aim for a gold cap, as we're not even sure where the future of Classic is. So I've also invested a lot of gold just in case there's going to be a Classic Kata. Because obviously Kata is huge for gold making. So I've saved or invested a lot of items just in case that ever happens. But that was pretty much it for today's video. It was a long one as well. So please let me know what your journey has been like down below in the comments section. Subscribe if you haven't. And hey, if you haven't picked it up yet, you can always grab the complete gold guide. 50% off, code Wrath of the Lich King. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.